Hello, welcome back to my channel, Just Keep Swimming 1111. I hope I find you guys doing really good today. Welcome if you're new, and if you're returning, I'm so glad you're back. Anyways, today we're going to be doing the reading for Cancer. So all you Cancerians out there, Sun, Moon, Rising, just also Ascendant, in case you didn't know, you're going to take a look at your Venus. Sorry, I can't talk today. And check your 7th house sign placement. Any of those will be very good for you if you're looking into this reading for your personal use. You can also cross-watch. That works as well. And for those of you that are in a male-on-male relationship, also check your Mars. Maybe Mars is with the sign of Cancer. So you can kind of look at that relationship aspect as well. But hi, everybody. Welcome here. So I'm going to start off with an oracle for the sign of Cancer. Spirit, please guide me into an oracle. Just what is the energy for this sign today? Okay, for the month of July, just the next 30 days, you know, what's going on? What's happening with the sign of Cancer? Wow, this is, wow. Door to personal healing and happiness. Whew, I feel a big sigh of relief. Cancer, the door's been closed to you for quite some time, and now it's opening. There is happiness returning back into your life. There's been a period of sadness, darkness, difficulty, despair. This is all changing for you now. The simple fact that aspecting you, 7 houses from you, sits Saturn in Capricorn. You've had a lot of, how should I say this nicely? You've had a nice hard look at reality, at, should we say, the ugly truth about things that are not full of fantasy and love and passion and desire and dreams. You've had a very harsh time dealing with reality because it's been so in your face and so honest that there's no denying it. And it's been a little draining and dragging for you. So anyways, you felt pretty dragged down by karma, and pretty dragged down by logistics, how things should be, rules and regulations and standards and karma. So anyways, you've been dragged down, and now there's this shift here for you, door to personal happiness and healing. And I just feel like there's a restoration at work. I'm looking outside of this window. There's a peacock. There's a dove, there's cracked earth, and then on one side there's green grass, there's a rainbow coming out, there's a pond here with lilies, and lotus, looks like little lotus and lily pads, okay? Mostly lily, I think it's just a lily pad, to be honest. And then there's beautiful flowers hanging from a tree here. I just feel like it's a breath of fresh air. You open your window and everything's different, everything's changing all around you. Let's go ahead and read this and see how this portrays into your life. Let's see what it says. Personally, I think your relationship is looking good. I think that if you've been in a tough relationship, it's going to be turning around. And if you've been single, that's going to be turning around. And also financially, if it's been tough, that's turning around. So everything's just opening up for you, a lot of new possibilities, but love is coming in, and I do feel that pretty strongly with this card. So, Cancer, this is about new beginnings in your personal life. Upright, this card is a harbinger of positive change. The beautiful light-filled door opens onto a lush, rainbow-lit spring filled with vibrant lotus flowers. Oh, so it was lotus. Lotus flowers. Whether you're working on some inner healing, such as breaking an addiction, or looking to make some external changes, such as finding a new place to live, this card signals that your life is opening up to new opportunities, and they're about to appear. The changes that you've been working on are ready to blossom with wonderful results, so make sure you see your personal intentions through with continued action and continued optimistic expectations. Hi, basketball fan. So, continued. That right there means you've been thinking positive. You've been manifesting. And it's saying it's finally opening up. Don't give up. Don't get stuck on it's never coming lane or too late for me now boulevard. okay? Don't go down that road, okay? Don't get stuck down that path. Don't go down, you know, it's never going to happen Main Street, okay? This is the energy of a Cancerian, says that miracles happen every day. That doorways open, possibilities are always abundant, that things are always flowing and good and blissful and abundant for you. It's that positive thinking, positive dreaming, positive manifestations. So when you finally have personal happiness arrive at your door, you're ready to accept that gift. You're ready to make this happen. And it's a belief system. It's a feeling and it's a belief. And that's what kind of energy that, you know, Cancer's in right now. Bottom of the deck is Healer of the Ages, which is Jesus. You may be preaching and teaching, okay? You may be looking at Jesus's teachings. You may be listening to sermons. You may be reading his work. You may be following his stories, documentaries, but you're looking into this path of alignment, stepping out on your own, away from a world of judgment, and into a world of personal empowerment and leadership. So you're stepping into a healing, okay, and a restorative action. All right, so let's look into what's going on with you emotionally. As you know, the moon rules your sign, the sign of Cancer. So I've got my moon oracles, my moonology. Let's go ahead and see what it says for you. Okay. What does this say for you, this moonology? What is your current energy? Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. And it's ironic. Today is the new moon, is it not? Today's a new moon. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know if it's in Capricorn, but it's a new moon. And we just talked about Saturn and Capricorn and how that was connected to your karma. So now this is a releasing, right? And it says here, your hard work is paying off. And that's what we feel with this door to personal happiness. There's finally some payoff here. And I'm so happy that you're sucking in that energy, honey. Because the new moon is going to rule you, because you are the sign that is ruled by the moon, the only sign that is ruled by the moon, you're going to feel this more powerfully than any other sign in the zodiac. So know that all of this manifestation is what I'm feeling your hard work is, and you're finally going to start seeing results. Okay. Bottom of the deck is you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. And the full moon is actually on the 3rd of August. Left ear's ringing. You may be getting a message from a Virgo on that day. Or you may just feel healed and fulfilled on that day. The next full moon in Virgo is going to be deep restorative healing physically. For a lot of you Cancers, by August 3rd, your body will have improved. I don't know if you just got out of a surgery. I don't know if you've been working on weight loss. I don't know if you've been working on physical health and restoring after some kind of a sickness. But whatever it is for you, you will have restoration by August 3rd. Maybe not fully, but you're going to see progress. For those of you that are waiting to lose inches on a specific part of your body, you're going to see about 3 inches of loss on August 3rd. For those of you that are wanting to see some restorative healing from a surgery or a sickness, I think you're going to be feeling about 3 times better, okay, by that time, and full of more energy. There's going to be a knowing of something wrong. Someone's going to confront depression also coming up. You're going to confront it. You're going to go, okay, I've been dealing with this, and I'm going to deal with it head on. And that is something else I'm feeling for the sign of Cancer. Okay, so good. We've gotten those cards out. Let's start with your tarot. I chose to use the Mermaid Tarot, if you guys are familiar with that. Spirit, please guide me in a reading for the sign of Cancer. Yeah, for the sign of tarot. That's totally it. Please guide me in a reading now for the sign of Cancer. Please give me a beautiful message of truth and honesty, love and light for the sign of Cancer. Show me how you're coming in. How's the sign of Cancer coming in today? Wow, the Lovers card in reverse? Are these all in reverse? No? What the heck? Okay. So we have the Lovers in reverse. This is a loss. This is painful. Okay? There's some self-love here that's not there. There's a lack of appreciation of self. Cancer, I'm not trying to come at you, but this is a lack of self-worth, a lack of self-love, and this person's looking in the mirror and seeing their twin and seeing themselves as human, also seeing them for who they really could be, who they want to be. When it's in reverse, you're having a hard time seeing yourself. Why are you having a hard time seeing yourself? I feel like relationships are obviously number one for you, Cancer. You are the sign of love and heart and family and home. And you feel the loss of a relationship. You feel like your family is upside down. You feel like your soulmate, twin flame bond is upside down. That love is not, it's just not in your life right now. And it's how you feel. Maybe that is a reality. Maybe that's just how you feel. But right now, love is just not happening. Love's not happening. Now, I think that's going to change, but that's the current situation. Bottom of the deck is Nine of Cups in reverse. So again, a lack of self-fulfillment, okay? Big lack of self-fulfillment, and that's not the most happiest of energies to be in, to be honest. Okay. Well, these came out. I didn't pull anything yet. We have Two of Swords and the Fool. You're fighting for a new beginning. Okay, you're fighting for a change. Again, the mental battle. So I think depression is something that Cancerian might be battling with. What is crossing the sign of Cancer? What is crossing the sign of Cancer? What is the obstacle? We have here the Knight of Cups. Love. Water sign. You could be dealing with another water sign. Your challenge is offering your love to this person. He's looking into this cup, sad, patient, lonely. There's a starfish trying to crawl up to him. So luck, change is trying to reach him, but he's kind of looking into this cup, trying to look at the past, mostly is what I'm feeling. It's hard to offer new love when you're busy looking at the love of the past. And again, Cancer, you're coming in looking at your past, feeling sad, feeling a little melancholy about what was with somebody. So a lot of emotions are coming about because of the loss of a relationship. Okay, and it's very sad because I think it was true love. I think it was a soulmate situation. Bottom of the deck, you're very turned on and passionate about a new beginning. You're very hopeful for a new beginning, but just very sad about the events that have already happened. Whew. That's right, Elizabeth. You can't see the present when you're looking back. Exactly, and the present is a gift. So definitely Cancer's looking back. Let's go ahead and see what is back there. What's in the past for Cancer? What is in the past for the sign of Cancer? Okay, I got two of them. I'm tired of reversals. No, I don't want any more. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. True love down the drain. Okay, there's a love with possibly a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is just down the drain. Could be a Gemini. But God, you had a new chance at love and got dumped out in some way, somehow. We have the Sun in reverse. I don't know, I'm just getting these reversals. Are they all in reverse? I mean, no. They're not all in reverse, but this is absolutely ridiculous, to say the least. When the Sun is in reverse, there's depression. Like I said, you're struggling with a little depression here, Cancerian. There's some things in your past that are just not happy. The Sun represents happiness. The Ace of Cups represents a new true love, a new beginning at love, and it's gone. Nothing to be happy about. I think you're really sad about a lost love. Spirit, show me the energy of this love in the past. Could be with a Leo also. What is the energy of this love? Hold your vision. Fixed moon. Fixed. And Leo is fixed. You could very well have a Leo in your past with maybe a watery energy as well. But you were fixated on this love. You were fixated on what was going to happen. You were holding your vision. You had a belief. You knew this was going to work. You knew this was going to change. You knew in your heart that this was going to turn around. You had a lot of optimism, but it didn't. It didn't turn around. It didn't change. And as long as you held your vision and as long as you held on to that relationship in the past, it ended up crushing you. And we have it in reverse here. Okay, so this relationship ended up just crushing you and destroying you and breaking your heart. And now you're looking back so sadly at the ending of that situation. And I think that's really what's led to some of your depression and sadness. Let's go ahead and clarify a little bit more of that past. Spirit, can you help me clarify a little bit more about the past here for the sign of Cancer? Show me a little bit more of that energy, the truth of that energy. We have soul ties. So the truth of the energy of the relationship you lost was I cannot talk. True blue, twin flame, divine soulmate, soul-tied relationship. Okay, you guys were tied. You were one soul, two forms. It was true love. It was beautiful. It was deep. And it was meant to be. So, of course, you're having a very hard time dealing with the separation of this relationship because it was so important to you. You know, that Sun card, it was so important to you. It was so big for you. It was monumental. This Ace of Cups was true love, and it was the love of a lifetime. Gone. So of course we're feeling sad. Of course we're feeling depressed. And that's kind of the truth of it. Spirit, give me a hidden truth oracle just to clarify a little bit more of that past for the sign of Cancer. I wish I could take back my words. So I think you're replaying how you guys spoke to each other. There's definitely a replaying of the past in your mind, and you're wishing you could take something back. Your person could also wish they could take something back, but there's definitely things were said, period. And that you wish right now that would have been very different. You are not happy with the results of that, and it's very frustrating for you to face and deal with the fact that the things that were said can't be taken back. Bottom of the deck, I will wait for a sign from you. And that's kind of how you're feeling, is you're just waiting for a sign. You're waiting for a sign that this person's going to come back, going to communicate, going to be back in your life. Always looking back and always waiting for that love to come back alive, waiting for that person to come up and come out. So let's keep going. What are you dealing with personally right now at this time? And someone said nope. I think you might be a Gemini feminine. If you're watching and you're a Cancer sun in tropical, then I think that if this is a nope for you, you should watch the Gemini reading, because there was a Gemini that was definitely wanting to move on. And in Vedic astrology, you would be a Gemini, not a Cancer. So please check the Gemini reading if you guys are a Cancer sun in tropical and not resonating with the reading. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and see what's going on currently in your position. Let's see what's going on currently. Judgment in reverse. Fool at the bottom of the deck. This card kind of popped out earlier, remember? And it's upright, so I'm going to take it. I'm going to put 2 here. Currently, what you're dealing with is this is not coming back to life. This is not coming back around. Okay, this relationship, dead, gone, over, the judgment's made, the decision was made, it's not turned upright, so it's not it's not coming back around, and you're having a new beginning. Aries energy, the Fool. This is very hard for you to deal with right now. I think it's a lot for you to take in. I know you want to step out of the sea. You want to step out of emotions. You want to step out of the water. You want to just leave this behind you, but it's so hard because there's just an ocean of feelings. And it's letting this go. Letting go of this relationship. That is the hardest thing you've ever had to do, ever could do, and I don't quite frankly understand it in this reading either. I do want to read a little bit from the book about the reversal for this deck because I love this author. It's by Julie Dillon. It's illustrated by Julie Dillon and written by Lisa Robertson. So I'm really excited to see what she has to say about judgment in reverse. They do have reversals in this deck, so I love, 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 love to read about reversals in different decks. So I'm super excited. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, so Judgment in reverse. Let's go ahead and read it. It may seem fun to be someone else's judge and jury, but it doesn't feel like fun when someone else does it to you. Judgment is binding energy, and it matters not if you are the one being judged or doing the judging. It creates a small, isolated space of shame and pain and guilt. The accusation of judgment then undermines all the good and potential good the person judged has done and will do. Just remember, while you have fun pointing your finger and smirking from your pedestal, that one day you too will be at the mercy of the shaman of rebirth. So this is a reaping what you're sowing. As a Cancer, I feel in your past, because Cancers are generally beautiful, good-looking, charming, stubborn, and playful creatures. Cancerians tend to love relationships and hang on to them for dear life. But if you do a Cancer wrong, then you should watch out, because Cancers will shun you. They'll turn your back. They'll turn their back on you. They won't look back. They'll hurt you with cutting you off and making judgments and convincing you that you're wrong. I think there's a Cancer here that was very full of themselves. And in the past, and I don't mean past in this relationship, I mean the past before this relationship, you had some pretty harsh judgments. You judged people and you broke up with them and turned your back to them. For whatever reason you felt that you should, you've done that. You've also judged the ones you've loved pretty harshly. Based on your pedestal, based on what you thought was right and just and good. Now, karma has come back to bite Cancer in the butt here, to where you have been judged as harshly as you've judged others in the past. And it's really just seeing it for what it is, realizing that judgments are harsh and they can be wrong. And because you feel wrongfully judged, you feel that your twin flame or divine soulmate has judged you wrongfully, has made a judgment to end this relationship based on falsity. You're looking back at your other relationships and realizing, wow, I have judged others pretty harshly without warrant, just based on appearances. And based on appearances, I made judgments. Now I'm reaping those judgments. And so now you're being wrongfully judged. And you're learning a lesson. You're learning, one, full card, not to be so cocky, not to be so quick to judge. You're learning that the harsh things you've thought about other people, now someone that you love has thought very harshly about you. And it hurts you that you've been judged like this. It makes you think twice from now on about how you judge people. That the story is not always what it seems. There's more to the story. Not to judge a book by its cover. That sometimes what you think is going on is not what's going on, even though you feel, and the key word is feel, like something is going on, because Cancer, when you feel things, you feel that they're 100% right. When a Cancer has a feeling, they are psychic intuitive creatures, but because they are psychic intuitive creatures, when a Cancer feels something in their gut and they believe it 100% to be right, they will act on it based on their feelings. And I think, Cancer, you're learning that feelings is a whole ocean. And sometimes there are storms. Sometimes there is murky water. Sometimes emotions are just very simply emotions. That's it. They're emotions that come and go. They're emotions that can deceive. The moon that rules you is a deceiving moon. It can make you think there are things happening when there's not. And it's all about this karmic lesson. Again, Saturn teaching you your karma. Remember Capricorn Saturn trying to put the smack down on Cancer. Teaching Cancer about emotions. Teaching Cancer that sometimes your emotions are going to get the best of you. Sometimes you might believe and feel something to be true and it's totally not. And you can be wrong. And telling a Cancer they're wrong is not good. I don't know what else to say. Telling a Cancer they're wrong, they're incorrect is a very difficult duty, because Cancer is in disbelief that that could ever be so. They trust their instinct 100% of the time and do not doubt that. And for a Cancer to look in the mirror, which is what you're doing, and realize some of your judgments may have been off based on emotions that were just emotional and off, is shocking. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute. What am I thinking here? What is this love? Is this a soul tie? Yes, it is. But is it what I thought it was? Did I pipe this dream up more than what it was supposed to be? And you're researching this, because I'm not saying yes or no. I'm saying karma and spirit wants you to look back and say, is it? Spirit wants you to question yourself, because you haven't questioned yourself in a long time. And there's a Cancer watching that you know very well. You have not questioned yourself in no way, because you're always right. You know that. And so this confidence is about moving forward, saying, I was wrong. I was wrong on some of those judgments, and that's okay. I learned a lesson. I'll read the Sun in reverse here for you. The Sun in reverse says, just as the sun can give life, it can also take it away. Climate change has shown devastating effects of the sun on bleached and dying coral reefs all over the world. Where there once was thriving and spawning areas are now barren, like underwater ghost towns. We are reminded that the sun is a power we don't have control over. And when it is done providing life and giving support, you will know it. It will start to burn through all it has created in search of something more worthy of its time and immense energy. Let this be a warning not to linger too long in the heart of this card. Use it for what you need, respect and honor its creation power, and then release it before it turns to you and burns everything you love to cinders. So your relationship got burned out. The sun literally through the zodiac burns planets. The sun will burn a hole through Venus. The sun will burn a hole through Jupiter. The sun will burn so many different planets going through transition with it. If you have a sun with any other kind of planet or aspecting, know that it's causing an effect that may not be what you want. This is karma. I feel like your relationship got burned out quickly because I think there was a stubbornness on the way things had to be. There was a stubbornness on how love should be. There was also some control here because when you get the Sun card, you're running into Leo. We talked about fixed energy. And Leo is here, the sun. So I do think that there's this stubbornness that came into play for the sign of Cancer. And it's my way or the mother effing highway. It's going to be this way or it's going to be no way. And somebody told you flat like that, or Cancer, you told them flat like that. I don't know you. You don't know me personally. You're not sitting in front of me. This isn't a personal to general. I don't know what player is what player here. I don't know if this is you or that's them or this is them and this is you. You're going to have to see how that fits for your reading. But I do know there was somebody here for the reading of Cancer that was stubborn as hell and said it's going to be this way or the highway. And if you don't like it, I'm going to burn a hole straight through this motherfucker. And that shit ended. That's what I do know. And however you fit into that alignment of that story, that is your business. That is strictly your business. But there is someone here that ended it and they were stubborn as hell. And there was some very harsh words said. Let's read a little bit more about those harsh words. Let's get some clarity on that. Let's see. Tell me about some of those harsh words. Tell me about the harsh words for the sign of Cancer. Loyalty. Violets are blue. It's the separation. The harsh words were, I'm not going to commit to you. I'm not going to commit to you. I'll never commit to you. I'm out of here. I'm out of here, Cancer. Or Cancer, you told them that. And they stuck to it. Stubborn. I am not going to commit. I will not be loyal to this situation. They went back on a promise. They went back on their word, or you went back on your word. Somebody went back on their word. And it was so mean. And the harsh words that came out, I feel were on the lines, I'm not exactly, but on the lines of, I'll never commit to you. I'll never marry you. I'll never be with you. I don't feel the same way you feel about me. I'm never coming back. It's over. Don't ever talk to me again. You'll never see me again. It was something on the lines of that. Those were the harsh words. And somebody that once was so honest and true blue turned out to be false. And it was a shock to the heart for Cancer, or whoever's cross-watching Cancer. It was a shock of, oh my God, I thought this person would never lie, never say those words to me, never hurt me in that way. I thought this person would never, never, never do that to me. I am shocked and blown away, completely blown away at how this has crushed me and ended, and how this has not been rebirthed, and how this has not come back around. It's very frustrating for you. So now currently what you're dealing with is this new beginning. Let's get a divine feminine approach to the situation currently. What's a divine feminine approach with this energy currently? What is the divine feminine Cancerian currently dealing with? Oh God, jelly? Someone is so jealous. Twin flames, destiny triggers healing. One soul, two hearts, spiritual path, bottom of the deck. This is your twin flame, and you are suffering because you're watching them live a life somewhere else without you or with somebody else. One way or the other. And you are very pissed off. And that explains Cancer so well. Cancer is just shocked. Cancer is just blown away and upset and just so bothered that this lover that, remember, Cancer is very protective. Very protective. Cancer gets their little claspers into someone, and that's mine. He's mine. She's mine. My twin flame. My soulmate. My everything. My soul tie. How dare anyone mess with mine? And so there's this pissed off, that's mine energy, and it's just completely blowing you away because this is your twin flame. And that's how the divine feminine feels. Let's get how the divine masculine Cancerian feels about the situation. Divine masculine, how do you feel about this Cancerian situation? Spirit, show me a divine masculine sign of Cancer. What is your approach? Karma is hitting me hard right now. Okay. Reaping what you've sown. Bottom of the deck, heavy guilt. So the divine masculine is full of guilt. Karma has shown me how wrong I was, and I am so ashamed. Now what? Now what do I do? What do I do? What do I do with this? What do I do with this guilt stuff? Why is there so much guilt from the divine masculine perspective? and so much anger from the feminine. I feel like if there's a Cancer male, you may have been the one to do this to someone. If there's a Cancer male or you're cross-watching and this is your Cancer male, the masculine energy here is the one that kind of shattered this relationship by taking their loyalty elsewhere. And the person watching on the side, seeing their male Cancer, DM Cancer, move on somewhere else, is like, what the actual fuck? We're supposed to come back together, and I'm pissed the fuck off. So that could be happening. But for a divine feminine Cancer, for a female Cancer here, energy, you're feeling very jealous and upset because someone did this to you, and you're watching them. You're watching them hold loyalty somewhere else. Let's get a moon oracle on this energy. You're loved. Oh my God, this is Cancer. This is Cancer right here. New moon in Cancer. And again, we get a new moon for Cancer. And what's happening tonight? New moon. And it says here, you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. You're not feeling like they're very safe. That's the problem. You have so much protective energy, Cancer, and here you are on your own damn reading, just like, I want to keep my family safe. I want to keep my relationship safe. The energy between you guys is, I just want what's mine protected. Safe, switch the word safe with protected, okay? I want my loved ones protected. You don't want them out there with some other energy. So there's this ownership really coming in for the sign of Cancer. Let's get some clarification on this ownership. Spirit, show me some clarification for the sign of Cancer on this ownership feeling for the twin flames, for the divine soulmates, for the sign of Cancer. One-sided and unsure. This does not feel fair. And that is judgment in reverse. You are just extremely unsure with everything. This whole situation feels one-sided. And I'm feeling it. I am feeling it because you're misjudged. Or Cancer, you're misjudging someone. But let's just put it this way. There is someone that feels they are very extremely misjudged way too harshly, and it's not okay. And there was some judgments made that was incorrect based on false knowledge, based on inconsistencies, based on some bullshit that's not even real, and it needs to come out to the light. And so there's a love that needs to come out to the light and be healed. And there's a lot of regrets here on the past about how things went down and how cold things can get. And did you guys know when you're in a relationship with a Cancerian, if you've hurt them, if they feel pushed away, if they feel unloved, if they feel like they need to be jealous of someone, they get very angry and vengeful a little bit, and they get very hurt. And Cancerian will go into their cave, their little shell, okay? They will go reflect in their own space, and they will hide out. And they'll be stewing in their anger because, let's be real, Cancers are moody. You are the moon sign. You are moody, okay? So you go through these moods, and you just get so upset at the wrongs that have been done. Cancerian is like a mama bear, right? And in any aspect, whether it's love, children, family, work, whatever, when mama bear feels stepped on, when mama bear feels threatened, there is wrath. And that's kind of how Cancer does it. There's always wrath. So if Cancer ever feels threatened in this, there will be wrath. And either Cancer will be making you pay through jealousy, or Cancer will be looking for vengeance in some way to ruin another relationship that shouldn't be. And so I do see a Cancerian here saying, I'm not going to allow that shit to go on. I'm going to claim my space. I'm going to claim what's mine. This is mine again. And it's just, I think you're seeing things a little bit one-sided, and the moon is trying to change your perspective, because we do have you and your loved ones are safe, but you feel very threatened. And a lot of your karma is to deal with things physically, because Cancer has to deal with reality. which is Saturn, Capricorn, right? We had that earlier. Physical realm is reality, the cold hard truth. And Cancer, you want to live in emotions, you want to live in fantasy, you want to live in a field of love and beautiful vibrations. So when you get perplexed with such harsh reality, it's very cold, it's very difficult, it's very hard. It's just too much for you. And you're just like, okay. Can I just say, for one, because you guys do have a soul tie, I do, and then the twin flame card, you guys are very much alike. I feel the energy here of two very, 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 very stubborn people. Two people that smack their foot down and mean it and charge forward, enforcing their will on others if need be, because they are powerful. Be it Leo and Cancer. And ironically, you're both right next to each other in the zodiac circle. And, you know, there could be a lot of cuspers here. Leo, Cancer, cusper energy here. You guys are both stubborn as fuck. And maybe you're dealing with a Leo and you're a Cancer. Maybe it's vice versa. And I don't care how it fits you, but you guys are two peas in a little pod. You guys are twins. Okay? Twin flames. Yes. Sharing it. These are the twin flames, the lovers. Okay, the soulmates. She's looking in the mirror at herself as human, but she's also looking in the mirror at a boy that maybe looks a lot like her. Eric, Prince Eric. You could see it two ways. And you're just, it's upside down for you. You feel disconnected from your twin. You feel separated. You feel like you can't see yourself clearly. You're going through this major transformation here with them. And this is very unfair. And I feel that you feel this is unjust. Where is my justice? I know that's how you feel. Where's my justice? Let's go ahead and continue at what's coming up here in your future. Oh, that's the wrong deck. Okay. So what's coming up in your future for the sign of Cancer? What's happening in the future for the sign of Cancer? 9 of Cups. 8 of Swords. Bottom of the deck. 8 of Cups in reverse down here. Other bottom of the deck. 8, 8, 9. This is about power for self. This is about relearning something. I feel like she's learning how to manipulate her emotions here. It's healing and self-love with this 9 of Cups. It's pride and it's happiness. We do have a lot of pride and ego here. But with this 8 of Swords, it's stuck. In the future, there could be an obsession or a fear of lack of control of your personal happiness. You may feel like you're being forced to love yourself instead of loving yourself by your own free will. And that's kind of the 8 of Cups in reverse as well. Because I think this is choosing to love yourself, walking away for self-love, and this is being forced. And the same with this. It's like I'm tying your hands behind your back. I'm blindfolding you. I'm forcing you to go do 9 of Cups for your future. And you feel stressed about that. And there's some anxiety, of course. 8 of Swords with that. And you're like, this is like putting a sword at someone's back and saying, walk the plank. Walk the plank, Cancer. And you're just like, no, fuck this. You know? And then you're just walking like, damn it, what choice do I have? Here is this fucker pointing my back with the sword. You know, what choice do I have? I freaking have to. Fine, I'll do it. And you do it. And it's fulfilling, but did you really have to be forced to do it? That's kind of how I'm feeling here for you. Let's get a Moon Oracle emotion here about your future. Clarify this 8 of Swords, 9 of Cups for the sign of Cancer. Please help me clarify the meaning. 9 of Cups, 8 of Swords. Meditate and contemplate. Pisces. Bottom of the deck, look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Meditate and contemplate. So you're being asked to take a step back. Pull back, Cancer. Because your emotions are so involved that you can't see the karma that's being played out. You can't see the spiritual lessons that are being learned here. You're so heavily emotionally involved. That realizing that you, a divine soulmate, had to go through some kind of karma is just, you're having a hard time figuring that out, seeing what that means and why. Spirit, clarify this future. Because you are being forced to love yourself and love your own self by yourself. 9 of Cups is single. And it's loving you, it's self-fulfilling, it's healing, it's self-love, but you feel forced to do it. It's not like it's free will here, so please clarify this meditate and contemplate. Because obviously you have to go deep, you have to go within to get this truth relayed to you, but it's very hard. The cards that come out is childhood and choices. Okay. So you're fighting your inner child here. And a lot of your past, the way you were raised, the way you handle things, can be childish. So Cancer, this can be a childish approach for you to kind of be frustrated about having to love yourself. But you have a choice. You don't have to make it difficult. You could make it easy. You can be singing in the rain and having fun, or you could be miserable being forced to do so. And Spirit's saying it's choice, Cancer. You have to move on because you can't go back to what it was. This relationship has been severed. Sadly, this relationship is separated. It's in separation. It feels like you're having something being ripped from you. Okay? And you have the choice to either love this letting go or hate it. And Spirit has a reason of why you're going through this. It's part of your chart, but let's go ahead and read 8 of Cups in reverse. Because this 9 of Cups is a blessing. The Sea Witch has blessed you with one of her cups. And if you drink from her magic brew, the only person who sees others' success and their own will be able to create true success for themselves. So if you honor other people's happiness, you'll be happy. It takes someone special to see that when others do well, we all do well. So to see that blessing grow honors you and humbles you, and a gift that comes your way. So I think you have a hard time letting your person be happy somewhere else. And that may be the hardest thing, because this was severed very harshly and there was no closure. So now that your person is off doing whatever the fuck, okay, you're like, wow, really? So I'm supposed to say, hurrah, hurrah, yay for you, enjoy your love life relationship as I feel fucked? That's how you feel. And that's why there's jelly here. And it's just like, you know what? Fuck you both. Fuck off. If you think that I'm supposed to just get this robbed from me, ripped away from me, how in the fucking hell do you expect me to be happy, says 9 of Cups, 8 of Swords. And Spirit's like, I know, you have to meditate. There's a bigger reason. And there's a childness to all of this. Someone is being a little childish. So anyways, what was I going to read? Oh, the 8 of Cups in reverse. That's what I was going to read. Okay. No matter what circumstance the situation is, Cancer, or problem you're trying to approach the situation with, and whatever you're trying to leave behind, just know that where you go, you also take yourself. And in order to make sure you don't make this mistake again, you have to deal with the constant in the equation, which is you. Get clear on what you want so you don't have to go through this pain again. Get clear on what you want so you don't have to go through this again. Was there clarity when you got into this relationship? I'm going to go out on a limb here and just channel, because I can't pull 1,000 cards, and just tell you, I feel that you rushed into this relationship. Fire energy. I feel like it was beautiful for the first couple months, and it was passionate and hot, and there was promises, and it was beautiful. And then it blew up in your face. That's what I feel. I feel like there was third-party situations involved here with the lovers in reverse, and someone chose someone else. Ultimately, you were not chosen. And even though that this was brought into your life for a reason, even though this is a twin flame and a soul tie, you're being taught one of the most badass, harsh lessons out there, which is you got to watch your emotions and how you give them away. You also got to watch how you judge people and how quickly you judge them, because this is very one-sided. And whether that's you or that's them or that's both parties, there has to be a very big lesson here. Karma must be played out. There is a new beginning and you have to move on. Well, why does Spirit want you to have a new beginning? We'll get to that in a minute. But let's just figure out this Eight of Swords here for you so you can have that as well. Eight of Swords upright. It's time to stop your excuses and move beyond your perceived limitations. Growth means digging deeper, finding new ways to solve current problems, and knowing when to be still. Seemingly take no action at all. What seems like a weakness is actually your biggest asset in this particular circumstance. So use it to your advantage. So what is your weakness? Because that's your biggest advantage. I think your weakness is your heart. You love too quickly. You do. Cancer is easy to love, and Cancer falls in love quickly. You know who Cancer falls in love with most 9 times out of 10? Someone who needs mama. I don't care if you're a guy or a girl. If you're a Cancerian, you fall in love with someone who needs mama. And you will be that mama. I don't care if you're a guy or girl, you'll be mama. And you tend to fall in love with people that need healing and need mom and need love and need nurturing and need the fuck out of you. Because Cancer loves to feel fucking needed. That's who you are. That's what you're bred for. It's like if you're a breed, you were bred to give love and nourishment. That's your making. So you fall in love with some pretty broken people. And in this case, you fell in love with a broken, stubborn, fixed person. And this is a soulmate alignment. This is a twin flame, meaning that it was seen in your chart. You were supposed to meet this person. It wasn't by chance, by accident, or by coincidence. You didn't make some shit poor piss decision or piss poor decision on some low life that you should have never made. There should be no regrets to the decision you made to love this person. God, the universe, spirit, what have you, the creator and the source ordained you to have this experience for your soul's growth. And I know we're all sick of feeling like, oh, we're all here for growth. That sucks. Yeah, but it's also love. We are here for love, but we cannot love fully until we understand pain also. To understand love, you must understand pain. No one will ever understand love if they don't feel pain. You'll never understand true love unless you understand forgiveness. And unless you understand pride and ego and how that fucks things up. You're never going to love someone unconditionally, which is what you're bred for, unless you see past their faults and past your very own. And so you, Cancer, your karma is to love unconditionally. So you are being wrought through the ringer here. Literally just ring through all this drama and pain and suffering so you can achieve your karma, your dharma, honestly, your dharma. So you can achieve your purpose of why you were here. It's to love unconditionally. Thank you so much for the $4.99. I appreciate that. I don't know about you, but I got that pain down. I want love. Laura, we all think we have all the answers. But again, this reading started out with us thinking we know it all. Thinking we know it all. And Cancer, if you, I don't know if you are a Cancer sun, hun, but there's a stubbornness here to this Cancer. This Cancer is stubborn as fuck. And yes, this Cancer thinks they know it all. Maybe I'm one of them. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Hey, I'm really just trying to read the reading here. But there is someone here that just thinks they've achieved and know all, and that level of pride is getting in the way. And it is blocking this meditative contemplation that's supposed to take place because Pisces wants you to go deep. Remember what card in the tarot represents Pisces. In the major arcana, it is the Hanged Man. It is a pause. It is a paradigm shift and a complete reevaluation of self and source and purpose, and changing your perspective. And that's what lies in your future, is this position. Why? Oh, you want to know why? Standards and boundaries. Again, why? Because Cancer has no standards and boundaries. It's really a paradox, if that's a word, paradoxal. Love potential. Okay, this is the weird thing with Cancer here, because you have good standards and boundaries for your family, for your children, for your house, for your friends, for your family. Yep, there's the wall. There's the boundaries. There they are. You make it loud and clear. In love, no. In love, you struggle with karma because it's open borders. It's open borders for Cancer with love. Come in, come all. Come ye, come all. You know, bring me the most broken, I'll heal them. Bring me the most wounded, I'll fix them. Bring me the most difficult people to love, and they will fall in love with me. You almost are an Aphrodite kind of energy, because you represent beauty and confidence and love. You know, very Venus even, you know. And it's just like, I'm here to fix so much. And yes, there you go, Elizabeth, that is our weakness, but it's also our strength. And the card did say, ask yourself, what is your weakness? Because that is your strength. So you're learning, okay, so my love is my weakness, but it's also my strength. You just have to have some standards and boundaries to go along with that. Spirit, tell me a little bit about the standards and boundaries for the sign of Cancer. Unsure and sweet results. I like the gummy bears. Maybe somebody here likes gummy bears. Ooh, I'm craving gummy bears now. Doesn't that make you crave gummy bears? So there's going to be some sweet results in the future position, but you're very unsure about it. And your standards and boundaries make you feel insecure. I think the message here is you're too gummy. You're too sweet. You know, think of a gummy bear. They're stretchy, they're flexible, they're sweet. Okay, I really need some gummy bears now, Jesus. You know what I mean, though? You're jelly. And it's funny because you had jelly here. So your standards and boundaries are flexible. And what does Saturn and Capricorn want to teach you? Stop being so gosh darn flexible in love. You need to have some stiff upper lip brick walls. There has to be a definite no. Believe it or not, people respect that. You're unsure that having these standards and boundaries would lead to something good. You're unsure that being so direct could actually lead to a good result, because you're so used to loving with your whole heart, open boundaries, right? Open borders, just you're so used to loving so freely that restricting that feels scary, and you're not so sure that's going to end well. Bottom of the deck is divine feminine. You're struggling with the divine feminine energy, Cancer. You're struggling being an empress. An empress does have boundaries. She has kingdoms to protect. She doesn't have time to fuck with boundaryless open border bullshit. She's like, look, I have people that count on me every day. They count on me for security and safety and protection. They count on me for stability. They count on me that they're going to have what they need every day. They count on me. They count on me to have an abundant, beautiful land, and it's my responsibility to protect that. If you want to be abundant like the Empress, and you want to have a bountiful life full of abundance, and you want to stay young, you want to stay beautiful, you want to stay who you are, you want to preserve your love, which is your weakness and your strength. If you want to preserve that, you need to protect it. You can't let it be violated left and right. And Cancer, you have been violated. Yes, you have. And there's no one to blame but you. You left your walls open. You left your doors unlocked. You left your borders open. You are suffering because of your judgments, which were piss poor judgments. You left the fucking door open and it got trampled. And that was your fate. That's what was supposed to happen. Now you learned your lesson about those standards. You're not going to let that shit happen so easy. And Cancer, it's so easy for you to love. Why is loving so wrong? Why is loving this person with an open heart, no borders, so wrong? Because this shit happens. Because this shit fucking happens. That's why it's so wrong. And you're having to wrap your head around it with the cold, harsh truth that you didn't have very healthy standards and boundaries when you walked into that relationship. And that you put blame, remember, wrong judgments on others. And you said, you're the one that left me. You're the one that cheated. You're the one that picked a third party. You're the one that did this to us. You're the one that crushed me. And this is all your fault. It's all your fault. All of it. And I deserve a huge apology and a kiss ass comeback. You better kiss this ass and come back, because you're never going to have it this good. And that's how Cancer sees it. And that is your weakness and that is your strength, because yeah, they're never going to have it that good, but that's the point. You know why they're never going to have it that good? Because other people, which is the ones they're choosing, have standards and boundaries. And who's left alone? Cancer. So who won there? Who's right there? Who's actually going to get the goal there? Because being stubborn and standing up for something with no win is kind of pointless. And I think Cancer's realizing that with the Pisces meditation. What was it? Meditation and contemplation. And that's what I think this new moon is going to bring in, is that, yeah, this person may have been an ass, but you honestly opened the door. And then when we cry, when we get hurt, because we don't have protection. And it's nothing's wrong with having that big heart. You know, nothing's wrong with having a big heart and saying, there is no wall, there is no borders. I am an open book. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I give love unconditionally. I give love quickly. I love you with all my heart and soul. I'm unselfish. I'm kind. I'm nurturing. I'm giving. I am a mushy place to fall on. I am a pillow to lay your head on. I am a heart to lay your worries on. I am arms to hold you in your suffering. Nothing sounds wrong about that because it's so altruistic. It's so beautiful. But what happens is that land, that person, that energy becomes corrupt. It does. And when you have open borders like that, what happens? Your country becomes corrupt. In this case, your heart. Your heart, your soul, your energy, your life becomes corrupted. All of a sudden, once a very sweet, loving Cancer becomes vicious, jealous, angry, bitter Cancer, instead of loving, unconditionally kind Cancer. So in essence, your land, your heart, your energy was destroyed. And it got destroyed because you had an open door policy. It's like allowing whoever and whomever and whatever into a land with no boundaries at all, and then your land falls apart and it's gone. And what do you have left? Let's look at the Indians, the Native Americans. What do they have left? They don't have much left. You know, our national parks are gone for them. They belong to the government. They can look at it and go there and pay. Go check out their national lands, but it was their heritage. It was theirs, and now it's not. Once their beautiful beaches with beautiful seashores are now occupied by what? Real estate. From who? Other people from other foreign lands. China. I don't know. Australia. I don't know, just wherever. I'm just naming things. I'm just saying. You know, once a beautiful beach is now full of condos and houses and real estate. Right? Because it's gone. National parks being destroyed, trees being burned down. Why? Because the indigenous people, because, you know, it doesn't even have to be Native American, but indigenous people in general are loving and kind and allowed with open borders to make peace with the pilgrims, to offer food, to get them through the winters, to offer friendship, thinking they could share a land. And it's gone because somebody came hungry. Someone came very starving and hungry and devoured whatever was being given. There was no standards and boundaries there. So anyways, my point being, I guess that analogy is, Cancerian, you are a beautiful land. You are a beautiful land of love. And you're allowing it to be corrupted. You're allowing it to be occupied by visitors, by people that come to take from your land. They come to take your gold. They come to take your love. They come to take and rape and pillage the goodness of the abundance of your land, which is your spirit, your energy. And there is no boundaries. And if you don't fight for yourself, if you don't love yourself, if you don't understand that it's very healthy to have standards and boundaries, then you will mature and grow, and that's a choice. And you will no longer be thinking like a little child. You'll be thinking like a grown adult, because childhood came up, because I think this is a childish behavior. It's a childish behavior to think that we can all get along. It's a childish behavior to think that allowing whomever and whatever to infiltrate something, it won't be corrupted. It's innocent and it's naive and it's sweet, but it's childish. And it's not being a good steward. You have to be a good steward of your heart, honey, or it's going to get trampled. And like I said before, I think this is not the first time. But I know you started out coming in here upset at a relationship that did not work out, at something that broke your heart, and you are looking back. Looking back at this saying, what did I do? And how did this go wrong? Look, it went wrong. It went really wrong. And we are left here with a lack of having this relationship be reborn, because there is resentment and there is anger here. If you're dealing with a Cancer that did this to you, then you understand that you had a lack of standards and boundaries. if you're cross-watching, okay? But the end result for the Cancerian in the future is self-love, self-awareness, and healing, like a wake-up call. That's what's happening. And it is a choice because it's in the future position. We have the card choices. This is not going to be stuffed down your throat, and you're not going to be forced. Even though I got the vision of someone being pushed off a plank with a sword, you felt like you had no choice. Those are all feelings and illusions. You feel like you have no choice, but you do. You don't have to go off that plank. But you are being urged to go off that plank. There's no lie. The universe is trying to urge you and push you a little bit, but they're not going to make the decision for you. Okay, so anyways, bottom of the deck, Sagittarius, optimism, right? Look at the bigger picture. So there's something else to look at here, Cancer. What does Spirit want to say and see about all this? Spirit, why did this happen? Why is this in alignment here with Cancer? Why did Cancer have to experience this sudden, rash judgment, this eye-opening smackdown, this slap in the face, this disrespect, this hardship? Why? What do you see, Spirit, for Cancer? Refreshing, a breath of fresh air. It was getting old. The relationships that you had, Cancer, was rhetorical, repetitive. It was getting old. Old, 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 old. You were going through this shit too many times, maybe too many lifetimes. It was freaking old, and Spirit's like, you needed to wake up. Refreshing, a breath of fresh air. You had to wake up and smell the coffee, smell the roses. Bottom of the deck, ascending, unleash your power. And I got goosebumps. Again, Cancer, your weakness is your power. Your love is badass. Nobody can love like Cancer. I don't care who you are in the zodiac of all the 12 zodiac signs. I don't care who you are. Nobody, and I mean nobody, can love like a Cancer. Even your close neighbor, Leo. Nobody can love like Cancer, period. Period. There's just no love like Cancer. So that is your weakness, but it's also your freaking strength. You have the power of influence. You have the power to heal. You have the power to grow things. You have the power to nurture things. You have the power to give birth to ideas and feelings and desires. You are the womb of our planet, the womb, and you give birth and growth and abundance. That is America. By the way, America is a Cancer. July 4th, tropical energy. Okay, Cancer's, the USA's birthday is Cancerian, July 4th. Gemini tropical, Gemini Vedic. But the energy is there. And what does America do? It gives birth. What does America do? It nurtures. How many people does America nurture? So many people. Money going here to this country. Money going here to this country. Yes, we've done some bad, but we do a lot of good. If you live in America, I want you to ask yourself, would you want to live anywhere else? I want you to picture yourself. Look at pictures. Look at images. Look at China. Look at Australia. Look at Switzerland. Look at Europe, look at Africa, look at South America, look at all the other different countries and ask yourself, would you want to up and relocate, uproot your family, your dog, your cat, your children, your parents, uproot them and relocate them somewhere else? Would it be as fruitful, abundant, giving, safe? Why do you think America feels so safe? I know right now it's a little shit crazy, but in general, guys, work with me, guys. Work with me here. We're generally supposed to be safe. Generally supposed to feel that way. Why? Because Cancer is what? The crab. America is what? The crab. A little protective, a little bossy, a little moody, okay? A little bossy and invasive in other people's business, but also very protective. Very protective and very nurturing. What happens when people come to America? We want to nurture you, right? What do you need? Do you need food? Do you need food stamps? Do you need housing? Do you need help? Do you need therapy? Do you need a therapist? Do you need a counselor? Oh, we're going to give you some medical care. Do you need that? Let's provide medical care. You know, all of this, right? Why? Why is America like that? Cancer. We are cancers. That's our nation. Our nation tends to be the breasts that give milk to other lands. And on the other side of the coin, our country tends to do what? Take. A little possessive, a little aggressive, a little moody, a little bossy, a little intrusive. That is also the shadow side of Cancer. As much as you can be giving, you can also be very, like I said earlier, cocky, arrogant, prideful. You know, it happens. We all have a shadow side. Arrogant, that happens. Every single zodiac sign can be arrogant, but no other zodiac sign can be as loving as Cancer. So again, we're going to face your strength is your weakness. America's weakness is being so overgiving. Way too overgiving. I'm saying really, really, really way too overgiving. But that is our strength. We are so overgiving that everybody wants to be here. And I personally can't imagine myself anywhere else on this planet but right where I am. And I look at the condos and high rises in Hong Kong, and I look at the living conditions in South Africa and just Africa in general, and I look at, Europe and how well that's put together and how they live. I don't even like how Europeans live. All the control and the hierarchy there. I don't like it. Beautiful lands. I would love physically to see all the different terrains of this earth, because the terrains are all beautiful, but the governments are not. So I very, very, very much love ours, even though we have our set of bullshit. Believe me, I know. But I'm happy here. And Cancer, the reason that analogy works for you is because that is your weakness, but it is your strength also. And for you to realize that you have that power, then you'll be happy. Realizing that you're happy where you are. No one else can make it as well as you can make it here. You can have the poorest of the poor become billionaires here. You can turn a molehill into a mountain of abundance and wealth here. This is where the Empress lives. If you want to come here and be wealthy, if you want to come here and have a great home and a great piece of land and great wealth and freedom and respect and privacy, you can come here. Now, I'm not going to get into the logistics about what Snowden said about our phones and our privacy. Everyone all over the world, you all know you're being watched. You all know you're being listened to. We all know that there is a lack of privacy with Apple products and smart products and the governments of all the nations. But I mean, in general, we have some respect here. So again, abundance is here. And it's just, there's not a lot of limitations and regulations here in America. And the reason I'm using that as an analogy is because that's Cancerian with a lack of standards and boundaries. Limitations are very low here. You're pretty much free to do a lot of what you want. And that is our weakness, but it's also our power. Other countries have a lot of rules and regulations. Look at their national birth of their country. What is their sign? Maybe it's a Capricorn. Maybe it's a Pisces. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. But I do know in other countries, in order to own a land or come over there and work on a visa or relocate to another country, I know there's a lot more rules and regulations. Hell, I know moving to Canada is full of rules and regulations. You can't just cross the border and say, hi, I'm taking residence here, so I would like some food stamps and some housing and some therapy too, because I'm a little emotionally messed up. And I would also like to have, some grants to go to school and make something of myself here. So hand it over. Canada's going to say no. Nope. I'm sorry. That's not how it works. Sorry. No. No. And that's many other countries. Japan is the same way. Super rules and regulations. You can't just move to Japan. You can't just say, hi, Japan, you're beautiful. I love your culture. I'm down for the food. It is gorgeous. I am taking residence. No, you have to bring I think it's $20,000 and no record and education, and you have to bring stuff to their country. You can't just go there and take. And if you do move there, they want to make sure that you can make it. Same with Italy. You can't just move to Italy. You can't just say, I'm moving here now, and I want to be a citizen of Italy. You can't do that. You have to bring something there. They have to ensure that you're not going to take from their government. I think you have to sign pledges that you're not going to take from their governments, that you're going to give or make it on your own. So again, these rules and regulations and standards, which is something Cancerians don't do, which is why this is here. I'm just using it as an analogy to show you that standards and boundaries are important. And that is something that karmically, the sign of Cancer, be it a country, be it a person, the sign, the zodiac sign and planetary placements of the sign of Cancer, your karma as a whole energy is about standards and boundaries. This is why your 1/7 is Capricorn. This is why you have to face standards and boundaries and hardships and regulations and, very strong opponents, difficult rivals. Do you know that most Cancerians end up with a very difficult, stubborn partner? That is your karma. You interview any Cancerian you want out there. Every Cancerian will say, I am dealing with a very stubborn, difficult person. And that's generally who Cancer ends up with. It's a karma and a dharma of Cancer. It's your karma. That's what I feel. That's what I see. That's what I know. That it is what it is. And you're going to go through your life and your energy lessons, learning about that, knowing that it's beautiful to give, but to also make sure you're not overgiving. It's beautiful to love quickly, but don't love too quickly. It's a beautiful thing to have a heart exploding and my heart goes pop, right? That's Cancer. You all love that little TikTok video and my heart goes pop. I mean, that's Cancer. It's like you love everything. God, you love puppies, you love kids, you love good-looking people, you love sweet people, you love old people. Cancers love old people. God, Cancers love old people. They're just like, God, they're so cute. Look, they need us. They need me to, let me feed you, Grandpa. Let me give you some mashed potatoes, right? Cancer's all about that, You see oh my God, if a Cancer sees a tree breaking or falling apart, Cancer's like, how the hell am I going to fix that tree? Am I right, Cancer? How am I going to fix that damn tree? Maybe there's some kind of tree tape. And if I put, water it and I heal it, I can heal that tree and it will be fixed. And don't cut down the tree. I can fix the tree. Or, I can fix that person. And that's Cancer. I'll fix that person. That person has drama. Honey, I'm going to fix it. And Cancers say it with such positivity and enthusiasm. Right? Cancers are like, I know I got this. I'm very confident that I'm going to love that person better. I'm going to love that person and heal that person, honey. I'm going to make it right. And that is your strength, gosh darn it. That is your strength. Use it, but don't abuse it. And I think that's what this whole lesson is. Use it, but don't abuse it. And that's this love that you have. It brings tears to my eyes. You guys love the old people thing? Yeah. And you know why Cancer loves old people? Because they're looking at the 7th placement from them, which is the Capricorn placement. And Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn represents old people, old energy, ancient old energies. So, Capricorn's generally very old energy, very old-minded people, and old people in general. So Cancer loves to nurture the elderly. That's just a Cancer trait. If you've ever met male or female Cancers, they're always opening doors for the elderly. They're a fan of tradition. Why are Cancers such a fan of tradition? Hello, they're looking at the 7th house from the Capricorn, tradition. Cancers love traditional relationships, marriage. Cancers love it. They want the husband, the wife, the kids, the white picket fence. They want the farmhouse. They want the chickens with the eggs coming out of them over there. They got their own eggs. They want the farm, the homestead. They want the diamond rings, the glitz and the glamour too. They want to go on cruises. They want big comfy beds. They want romantic movie-like love. Cancers want the movie. They want the fairy tale, gosh darn it. They want the damn fairy tale, and by God, you better give it to them because they deserve it. They give so much. They feed so much into this world. They give. They are the milk of the breast. That cancers are the milk, the chest, the breast. They give and nurture. So, you know, again, that's your strength, but it's also your weakness. And you know, go get the freaking fairy tale. But this drama that happened back here is you were giving and giving and giving, right? And you weren't getting. You sacrificed yourself again. You put your hand on the chopping block and chopped off your hand for somebody else again. And it wasn't just this lifetime, it was a past lifetime, or you wouldn't have been born in a reincarnation with the sign of Cancer with this karma if it wasn't your past life. And please check Ketu, because if Ketu's there in the sign of Cancer, you know that's your karma. No doubt. Oh, shit. I got Ketu in the 4th house or in the sign of Cancer. Oh, shit. Yep, that's my that's my karma. That's what it is. I know what it is now. You know, that's a given. You know, but in generally speaking, Cancer, you're going to have a beautiful result. Love is going to come your way. But let's be real about one thing that not every Cancer likes to hear. You love everyone else to the most beautiful, ultimate, unselfish epitome of what love can be. And you love yourself this much. There's my camera. There it is. Doop. You love yourself very little. Let's be real about that, am I right? That's a problem. Let me get my charger. I think my phone is dying here. So, you know, here we are together watching JKS 1111, learning what? Our karma, our dharma as well. Oh, shit. Let me just charge this up because this is very close to dying. Sorry if I had to unplug the microphone and the volume's a little bit different, but I had to get that in. Okay. Don't worry, Cancer. I'm not going to leave you hanging on that note. Okay? All right. So anyways, Cancer, do you think that the universe is supposed to give you a twin flame and a soulmate and just rip it away forever because it was nice knowing you? Because you were trying to learn a lesson and fell a few times? And by fail, I mean fail as in failed. Because you failed in love a few times doesn't mean you're not going to have a win. Every successful person in the world knows that you are going to fail a lot more than you win. But when you win big. It's having that faith, having that belief, that optimism. Am I right? Just because you failed a couple times here, tripped, bumped your head, fell in love here and made a mess of it, it does not mean that that is your destiny. You are ascending. You're unleashing your power. Your love has just been refined. And that's a beautiful message. When your love has been refined, it's perfected. The universe is perfecting and protecting your heart. And there is wish fulfillment and sweet results. There is a 9 of Cups. There is some good coming your way, just because good is normally classified as relationship, marriage, union, and Cancer. We all know you love that traditional thing. It doesn't mean that this isn't good. This is really good. Your perfectionism of love and what it is really good. So let's go into a little bit about what Spirit sees for you in the upcoming events to come. about this dramatic change in your life and how you love and how you view love and all of that good stuff. Spirit, Spirit, give one message for the sign of Cancer that they need to know to move forward on their dreams, on their manifestation. What message do you want to give the sign of Cancer? Anything that they can do to make this happen. What message is important? Another 9. You can't deny it. You can't deny it. 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. One message you cannot deny is self-love. Can't. And like I said earlier, Cancer, I'm sorry I'm like a broken record here, but you don't love yourself very much. And what do I mean by love? You barely spend money on yourself. You barely do anything that you want. Every time somebody says, let's go out to eat, you're up to where everybody else wants to go out to eat. Anytime somebody wants to watch a movie, you're like, whatever you want to watch, that's fine. You don't put out there what you want to watch. And you always think of others. So when you're making decisions about going out to eat, what's for dinner, where you guys are going on vacation, you're not thinking, oh, I would love to be on a sandy beach right now and feel the warmth and meditate under a palm tree. You're thinking everybody would have a lot of fun going to a national park and, or a theme park. That's where I want to go, guys. And you put your heart out there for someone else. And you say, I want to go to a theme park or a national park, when really that's not what you really want. And that's what you always do. You're always putting others first. Always, always. And then you convince yourself that that's what you want and that's what's going to make you happy. Because you're so loving that when you do make other people happy, it fulfills your soul. Cancer is a pleaser. But there is a disease to please. And again, here I am, breaking broken record, setting standards and boundaries. The disease to please has been hurting you. And you're finally realizing, okay, you know where I'd really like to go, guys? I would really like to go to Hawaii for a vacation. I really want to make that happen. That's the place I really want to go. And putting yourself first. When someone says we want to watch a movie, what movie do you want to watch? I really want to watch a drama. I really want to watch this movie I've been dying to see for 9 months and I didn't have anyone to watch it with, Put it out there. Don't think about what everybody else wants. It's good for them to learn to be kind as well. And you're teaching people that. You have to not only love them, but teach them, Cancer. Teach them how to love unconditionally. Let people bend on their will. And it's okay. It's okay to love yourself. And, when someone says, Cancer, where do you want to go out to eat? Don't say, McDonald's to make the kids happy. Say, you want to go to that fancy, badass freaking Thai place. And the kids are like, but we want McDonald's. I know y'all want some McDonald's, but, Mama, she's wanting some Thai curry or whatever the heck, And that's what I want. And if you guys want to eat there as well, there is, teriyaki chicken and white rice. That may be all that's on the fucking menu, but you'll like it. But it's okay. It's okay to do that. And this 9 of Pentacles is like, start pleasing yourself. Gosh damn it, Cancer. Get over there and please yourself. I'm serious. This is all about you. 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. Show Cancer some love. Cancer, you're in dire need. Dire need. You have been drained emotionally and physically in all relationships and facets. Your jobs, your friendships, your family, and your loving relationships. Your intimate ones. You have been drained on so many different levels, emotionally and financially for a lot of you. And it's time to set that aside and take yourself seriously and start really giving to yourself. Okay? Bottom of the deck here is 3 of Pentacles. Start working on it. All right? Start working on that self-love. And someone says you don't resonate with that. That's not you. It's fine. It's a general reading. I wonder if you are a tropical Cancer. That means you would probably resonate better with my Gemini reading. That is not lacking on self-love. that is very fruitful in self-love. So you might want to check that out for Vedic astrology, okay? But let's keep going here. How do you see things changing in regards to the relationship status of Cancer? Show me how you see things changing and a future love with Cancer. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful! Cancer, I told you some Capricorn was all up in here. We talked about Capricorn. Here we have it again, the devil in reverse. So Cancer, here we are. How are you going to have love differently? You're not going to be over-attached. You're not going to be obsessed. You're not going to be over-giving. You're not going to be over-attached and endlessly hurting yourself for the sake of others. You're not going to feel stuck or trapped or bound by them. You're not even going to be controlled by them. That is how love is going to change for you in the future. You're going to get out of the devil card energy. We started this reading saying, Cancer, what? I felt you were a little depressed. What caused all this depression for Cancer? It was a lack of self-love. That's what led you to this depression. And here we are. And what's going to change? You're not going to be depressed anymore because you're not going to put yourself in that position anymore. So, where the heck is my book? Okay, here it is. Let's read the devil card in reverse. Okay. Cancer, at some point, the mermaid will have to make her way out of the trap. She can't stay there, and whoever laid the trap for her knows she won't survive it. Hence why she is not locked. She won't survive in it. Hence, oh, I already read that, sorry. She will eventually come to her senses and realize that her life is more important than the things she has chased onto the beach. Wow. Just take that in, breathe it in. That's a big message. She will eventually come to her senses and realize that her life is more important than the things she has chased onto the beach. Her mind will clear and she will make her way back to the sea. Okay, I can't read, seriously. You too have had a moment of clarity, Cancer. And although it isn't easy to say goodbye to something or someone you have pined after, you know it is the best thing you could ever do. Oh, and I have tears. I have so many tears for you, really feeling them in my heart. You have been pining after this person. Okay, bottom of the deck is 8 of Wands. All right, this is pining. This is going after it. You have really been trying so hard. And to let this go is like, I feel you. It's pulling teeth. A lot of the reason is you feel like it's been unfair. You've been judged wrongfully. And I don't think I spent enough time on that moment for you. Yes, Cancer, you've judged people wrongfully. Whether you were 16 years old, 20 years old, I don't care how the fuck old you were, there was places in time where it was going to come back and bite you in your ass that you were judging people wrongfully. And, you know, now you're learning that lesson, that based on emotions, you made judgments that weren't correct. They were more fear-based. And now you're looking back and going, okay, I made some bad judgments. I know better now. Right now, the karma that you're dealing with is you got judged wrong. You were harshly judged. You were judged wrongfully because their judgment was incorrect. They made a judgment on you and passed it and was like judge and jury. Sent out the execution, sent out the judgment, the punishment without all the evidence. This person ended your relationship. Let's get to the grits and butter here, okay? This person ended your relationship based on bullshit, based on what other people told them, based on false beliefs, based on what they thought you were, who they thought you were. Bad assumptions, wrong assumptions about you, because you had none of those intentions. But that was karma. It came back, and I don't care if you were just a kid when you made bad judgments, it comes back. Karma always comes back. We reap what we sow, and at least the good news is you've paid that karma off. The good news is we're ascending. The good news is breath of fresh air. We're done. We've learned that lesson. Time to move on. Sweet results. Not going to make those mistakes again, right? So Spirit's like, okay, we're moving on. We're not going to be stuck and tied into relationships like that ever again. Spirit, what is the challenge? What is going to be the highest challenge for the sign of Cancer? The Wheel of Fortune. The other card that fell out is the Hierophant in reverse, lack of commitment, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is lack of movement in your favor. Your biggest challenge is that the things you've been pining for is a no. The Hierophant is either a yes or a no in tarot. And when the Hierophant comes in reverse, it's a no. That's something you will learn in my tarot class. The Hierophant is a yes or a no card. It can be, for sure. You're not going to believe it, but bottom of the deck is the freaking Tower. So your challenge is going to be earth-shattering news that this is not going to move in your favor. Not the way you want. Cancer, you do hang on to a theory or an idea, and you want it to be that way. I'm not saying that this relationship can never be renewed, but I am saying it's not going to be renewed the way and the timing that you thought it would. Kind of like some people say, I wish this relationship would be fixed while our kids are still young. And it doesn't work out when the kids are young. Maybe it works out when the kids are full grown and you guys come together in your golden years. Could be. Maybe it doesn't work out now before you make a move. You want it to either work or not work before you move, and you want it to work before you move so you don't have to move. But it doesn't happen that way. And then you move somewhere, and then you get back in touch, and then you guys start reconnecting, and that's not how you wanted it. I mean, this is basically saying, let go of your stubbornness, let go of the way you think this is going to happen, and just realize that this is out of your hands. It's out of your control. It's divine timing. It's just not going to happen the way you think it's going to happen. It's going to surprise the shit out of you. It's going to be a Tower moment. Spirit, what is the outcome for Cancer? After all this, after this very difficult karmic smackdown, after all this, what is the outcome for the sign of Cancer? What is the outcome, please? I'll just take the one that fell. We have the Ace of Pentacles. This is a birth and a brand new beginning. Bottom of the deck, the Hanged Man. We talked about it. Pisces energy. Meditate and contemplate. Moon in Pisces. New moon. The outcome for you is you are going to have a new beginning. Possibly with a very stable earth sign. Okay? This is going to be fresh, and it's going to be resourceful, and it's going to be resilient. It's going to be strong. It's going to be long-lasting. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles for the sign of Cancer. Show me the Ace of Pentacles, new beginning, fresh start for the sign of Cancer. Ah! Dreams! I love it. You make a wish on a star, Cancer, and this is going to be what's going to happen. You're going to imagine this new lifestyle, and it's going to just poof, like magic. It's not what you expected. It's different. It's beyond your wildest dreams. I do think you're going to have a beautiful new beginning. Could be with an Aquarius. It could also be with that Capricorn I was feeling. Okay, you might very well have a new beginning with the Capricorn here. Aquarius is strong. You know, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it a lot. Could also be a Scorpio or a Virgo. Feeling that too. It's going to be a good new beginning for you, Cancer. Somebody that appreciates you. Just look at this picture. It says dreams. There's two people laying on the grass, looking at the stars, pointing and dreaming of what life can become. It means there's still a lot of room to dream. There's a lot of room to dream. There's a lot of things that can happen. You don't have to imagine it all at once. There's a hidden treasure. There's treasure coming out slowly. And I think slowly this is going to unravel and unfold for you. Bottom of the deck here is forgiveness. I think you mostly have to forgive yourself for everything that happened. But let's learn a little bit more about this new beginning for Cancer. Spirit, show me what that love looks like. Perfect match. Maybe they're Thai. I've been talking about Thai food and I see some chopsticks, just saying. Maybe they're Asian. I don't know. You know, it could be Asian vibe. I don't know. But your new beginning is your perfect match. Okay? And I really feel God has you in his heart and wants the most beautiful connection for you. The universe wants you, Cancer, to fulfill that love you have in your heart. They just wanted you to perfect it, at least to a level of good stability, to where you can handle yourself. Bottom of the deck here is trials of love, which is lessons. Okay, and you've learned so much on this journey. And now you're going to meet someone amazing, someone beautiful. Spirit, tell me about a little of the personality of this beautiful person that's coming up for the sign of Cancer. Show me a little bit of the personality of this perfect person for Cancer in the future. Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. You guys have had all new moons. Have you realized that? This new moon is crazy. Look at this. New moon, new moon, new moon, new moon in Pisces, new moon in Cancer, new moon in Sagittarius. Is that not a freaky sign? Is it also not a sign that at the bottom of the deck, I have a new start is coming, new moon? Holy shiitake mushrooms. Cancer, you're getting into new, flat out. The rest of these cards are not going to be new moons. Surrender to the divine. Look at the big picture, full moon. Look at all these different kinds of moons here. Okay? Plenty of moons to go around. Plenty of moons to go around. But no, Cancer, we get nothing but new moons for you. So you are having a new beginning. And tonight is the night. That's right, Terry. Tonight, July 20th, is the new moon. What the hell is the new moon in? Can you guys tell me? I know everybody knows the new moon in tropical, but I want to know Vedic. But just tell me tropical and I'll tell you if it's Vedic. But what is the new moon in tonight? Because you guys know I only follow Vedic. Cancer? OG Queen, are you fucking with me? Is that Vedic or is that tropical? And if anyone knows the degrees, that would be helpful. It's in tropical. I wonder if it's 28 degrees or more, because then it would stay in Cancer. 28 degrees. So it stays in Cancer, even in Vedic. I love it. Thank you, Jack Wolf. So yeah, 28 degrees and further, it stays in the same sign. Okay? So this is beautiful, and I was feeling that. So here we are. Cancer, this is your new moon, period. Vedic and tropical. This is your new moon. So, period. Cancer, you are getting a new beginning in love. This is a beautiful transition into happiness. It's refreshing and you are ascending. Since I'm going to go ahead and do the extended for free for July, I do want to look into what the hell. Is this person done with you? Is he coming back? Or is this a whole new person? So we're going to look into it. Because we need to know if this is the trials of love with this person and you get a new start. Or is this new? Spirit, tell me, what is this looking like for the sign of Cancer? Is there a reconciliation? Is there a reunion with this twin flame soulmate? What does that look like? What does the reconciliation and reunion look like for Cancerian and their soulmate twin flame? What does that look like? What are the chances of that? Rest. Take a breather. Look at that, fairy tale. Nothing's wrong with dreaming. That's a sign. Remember earlier I said Cancer wants the fairy tale? And then you get the fairy tale card, okay? And then it says nothing's wrong with dreaming, which is a sign and a clue because we have dreams for the outcome over here. Perfect match. The one that came out was rest. Take a breather. Right now, you and your person are resting and taking a breather. You and your twin flame and divine soulmate are just relaxing. This is a restful period, hanged man energy right here. It's just time for that wake-up call. It's time for that rejuvenation. For those of you that are watching this video and it resonates, but you don't want this person back, that's fine. You don't have to. That person for you may not be a soul tie, soulmate, or twin flame. The person that you're watching may just be a passerby love, and you're moving on to your divine twin flame, divine soulmate, your perfect match. So it's okay if you resonate in one or the other. But for those of you that are resonating in a twin flame soul tie relationship, a reunion looks very, very, very probable, especially because I said you want the fairy tale and you get the fairy tale card. Okay, so I do think that is going to happen. This ending is going to lead to a rebirth. Let's get a message from your person and see how they feel about all of this that went down. Cancer, how does your person feel about everything that went down between you guys? Water, energy, Cancer, love, emotions, family, comfort, spiritual support, and past. They still feel love. They still feel water energy for you. Vulnerable. They feel out of control and scared in an unknown energy. Cancer, you are a vast ocean of feelings and emotions. This person is a fish out of water. This person is clearly an earth sign while you are water. There's sunken treasure here. Once they dive into their emotions, you got them good. But right now they have to go there. And they're feeling very scared, very fearful, very vulnerable about all of these things that happen. Bottom of the deck, I still love you, even though I'm not showing it. Okay. During this rest, this breather, this transition, know that they still love you. Okay. There's still a lot of affection there. Still a lot of romantic energy between you guys. Okay. Spirit, tell me a little bit about the heart of this love. Tell me about the heart of your love with this twin flame and soulmate for the sign of Cancer. What is the essence of this relationship? Got two cards. See, your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. Your commitment to each other and to self is being tested. And that's this karma, this dharma, right? That's what you have to go through and learn and achieve. Okay, you're learning how commitments work and how it's totally tested. Trials of love lessons, right? It's what you guys are going through. The other card that came out for you guys is the energy is gaining momentum, a waxing moon. Beautiful. So this is moving forward, right? Gaining momentum. This is coming forward. Yes, we're in a resting period. Yes, we're in a pause. Why? Because we're doing some self-love, some self-healing, some nurturing, some growth, some soul growth. But this is transitioning. It's moving forward. Bottom of the deck, full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. Okay, the answers you need are coming. So believe me, that's all going to come to the forefront. Spirit, what can you tell us about this reconciliation with the soulmate? Bottom of the deck, forgiveness. I love it. There is going to be some forgiveness between you and your twin and your soulmate. But the cards that came out about the energy of your relationship is, first one, robotic. Okay, this could be that strong Aquarius, Gemini, Libra kind of energy that they're embodying. They feel very robotic. They've been acting very robotic. They haven't been using their heart and their emotions, which is why they feel so damn vulnerable when they're in their heart and emotions, because they're used to just not sharing that, not being honest about any of that. The other card is communication. There's been problems in communication. There's been some robotic communication. There's been some communication that doesn't even feel genuine. That's been a problem. But bottom here, healing. Healing, and bottom of the deck was what? Forgiveness. Healing and forgiveness. You guys as twin flames and divine soulmates are moving into this energy. When? How? High speed. Momentum. The energy is gaining momentum. So it may not be fast. It's not going fast, but it's coming. It's coming along. Luck is on your side. Remember, new moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. Things are going to change. Spirit, can you help me direct the sign of Cancer with some personal healing? What advice can they have for personal healing for the sign of Cancer? Personal healing. Self-love. Show me some self-love ideas for the sign of Cancer. Coming to life. You got to come alive again. Do things you love. Art, music, singing, dance, cooking, organization, cleaning, home, environment, gardening, getting a puppy. I don't know. Do whatever. You got to come to life. You have to reawaken. That's the advice Spirit wants to give you for coming to love, how to love yourself again. You got to feel alive because right now you feel dead. You feel dead inside. You don't feel alive. And Spirit's like, we got to fix that. Let's see what it says. Something beautiful is being born into your life. When you look at your life, can you see how you've grown and evolved? Perhaps you've shed skins and identities, created new ones, or at the very least, matured in your ideas about yourself and the world you inhabit. You know things take time, and Spirit's timetable is rarely in sync with your own. This card indicates that a long-held dream, wow, dreams again, right, is beginning to show signs of life. You must try not to coax it along or shape it according to your desires. Spirit knows the best form for this manifestation of this dream, and your life can become even better than you could possibly imagine. Now is the time for reverence and awe. Allow the universe to contour your path and for it to be carved by the hands of the divine. All you have to do is show up. So Spirit's saying, Cancer, you've done enough work. You've done enough work on other people. Other people. It's time to let the divine work on your behalf and bring that perfect match to you. So dream, dream, dream away. Build those dreams. Dream those big dreams because Spirit's coming forward to help you and give you a gift. He just wants you to love yourself. The biggest lesson, Cancer, is stop under-loving you. You deserve love. Hear me again because you hear it every day on every tarot channel. You deserve love. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying, really, truly. You really do deserve beautiful love. You really do deserve someone to hold you and kiss you every night the way you want. You really do deserve someone to be loyal and honest and good to you. You really do deserve someone to commit to you and nurture you and your heart and your home. You really do deserve someone to make you his or her king or queen. Okay? You deserve it, and you have to really take that in because you go through life not really sure that you honestly deserve that, and you do. And Spirit wants you to really know that. So we're going to get some advice here from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle for the sign of Cancer. Clean your space, baby. Bottom of the deck, journal. Get a journal. I love it. So clean your space, Cancer. I love her tattoo. She's got a moon and a lotus. I love it. Cancer, Spirit's like, you know what? The attitude of gratitude always wins. Whenever you say thank you for what you have, you get more to be thankful for. So cleaning your space is actually a very spiritual thing because it's physically showing appreciation to everything you own and have and cherish. So cleaning your space and organizing it is a way to say thank you to your home and to the universe for providing a lifestyle and happiness and joy. Every day we have something to be happy for, whether it's our vision to see every day, our ability to change our lives. Today is a new day. The body and any kind of health that we have at all, just being here, having this second chance, this second breath at life. all something to be grateful for. So cleaning our space is honoring our space. And Cancer, sometimes we can get a little bit too cluttered. We can, Cancers tend to get a little dusty sometimes. Things can overclutter your life. You collect, nostalgia is Cancer sign. So Cancers tend to collect things, and it can be a little encroaching. This affects your manifestation abilities, right? So when your life is not clean or cluttered and unclean, or just one or the other, or both, however it works for you, it can create static and ways that your life is not progressing the way you want based on your physical environment around you, because everything you see is a 3D vision board. So your closet, your bedroom, your bathroom, your bathtub, your office, your car, your sink, your oven, your carpet, all of that reflects a 3D vision board of what you're calling into your life. So Spirit wants you to do some sacred self-care, and the self-care you need right now, Cancer, is getting out that Pine Sol and Windex, breaking out the vacuum, and busting into that laundry machine and just start cleaning. Deep cleaning. This is not just pick up and toss it in a basket and call it good. This is restorative cleaning, okay? When we go through a deep cleaning in our cabinets, in our pantries, in our fridge, in our closet, under our beds, the shampooing of our carpets, the mopping of our floors, that smell, that clean home smell is refreshing and feeds the soul of the sign of Cancer. Now, everyone who's cross-watching is like, how is that feeding your soul, Cancer? Cancer cherishes their home. Their home, their nest is their sacred space. Their entire home is their altar. Everything that means anything to them is housed and protected in their home environment. So when a Cancer comes in to clean their cherished temple, which is their home, it's an extension of themselves. So a Cancerian's nest, a Cancerian's home is an extension of Cancer. Okay, so it's very important for you to clean that right now, because it is in essence cleaning you, cleansing you. Okay, so let's read what this says. These are beautiful cards. I think these are badass cards. I recommend them. The Sacred Self-Care Oracle, if anyone likes that. They're really cute. But here we go. So, mantra. When my physical space is clean and tidy, my mind is clear. Giving yourself the gift of a clean space has a ripple effect. It allows more things into your life to fall into the rightful place. By clearing and cleaning your surroundings, you can also declutter your mind. Start with cleaning your bedroom, and then work your way out to the all corners of your home. Don't just stay on the surface. Take the time to clean inside the cupboards and drawers. Sort through old paperwork and get rid of dust bunnies. Also review the objects you've collected and consider opportunities to donate or sell or give things to those that you think might love them as much as you. As you minimize the number of belongings in your space, it will become easier to clean in the future. Notice how having a clean space makes you feel energetically clear, and create a routine that will allow you to keep it up. Start, and it can be as simple as making your bed each morning and keeping your area or desk organized. Let it grow from there. A journal prompt would be, what cleaning project are you dreading and why? What support would you need to get this project finished? All right, so Cancer, I'm feeling really good and really positive for you. You see how good it feels to just read this card, just look at this picture. A sunny day, blue sky, clouds. She's looking cute in her little tie-dye, whatever she's wearing. She's got an awesome little henna or tattoo on her back. She's feeling good. She's energetic. She's listening to music. She's jamming. She's feeling great, and it's making her insides feel great. So just reading that card is inspiring. So I can only imagine that actually getting out there and doing it is so fulfilling. And it keeps your mind off of all of this, because Eight of Swords, right? Your mind has really been in a place of failure at how this didn't work out, To switch that paradigm now and say, I didn't fail, I learned something, and I grew, and I'm better, and I'm bigger, and I'm ready for more. And you're making that space in your mind, in your heart, and in your life. And that perfect match is coming in. For a lot of you, I do think it is a reconciliation, but for some of you, it doesn't have to be. Be happy, Cancer, because this is changing for you. All of these new moons, a new beginning is here. If this reading was dreaded, if it was hard to hear, if life has been hard to take, know that the new beginning is here. That stuff's done. Karma, check. Completed. Okay? Hard stuff to hear and take, check. Completed. Lesson by Saturn and Capricorn, damn, that was a fucker, right? Check. Completed. The hard stuff is over. It's over. Whew. Now we get to have the new. And there's a lot of good coming in this loving situation. So let's get a message from your loved one that is coming into your life. Spirit, give me a message from the person that is in love with Cancer and is coming to love Cancer the way Cancer deserves to be loved. Kissed and hugged and adored and cherished. Give me a message from this perfect match that's coming in, a new beginning. You're still the one for me. See, there's a sign of reconciliation, Shania Twain. You're still the one I dream of, the only one I can't obviously sing it. Oh my God, but I just thought of that in her song, you're still the one I dream of. And then you have dreams, right? So it says dreams are all coming in. You're still the one for me. So believe me, the one you dream of is still the one. Even though you guys have been through some real life crap, it's okay. Those are all lessons, not failures. You're going to move into a positive new energy, so disregard that stuff. It's a lesson learned. Close the chapter. The next message you get from your love is from the Beatles. Somewhere in her smiles, she knows, I don't need no other lover. And if you haven't heard that song by the Beatles, you should. Because somewhere in her smile, she knows, I don't need no one else. That's the kind of love you're going to have with this person. The kind of love where when they smile and they look in your eyes, you know in your heart, they don't want, they don't desire, they're not looking, they don't need anyone else. All they want is you. And that's the kind of love you're going to have from this person. Bottom of the deck, goosebumps, right? The overall energy, underall energy for this love coming in is let go. Let go of these things that happen, right? Everything happens for a reason, okay? Things change so that we can learn to let go. Things go wrong so that we can appreciate them when they're right. And sometimes good things fall apart, which is what this was, so better things can fall together. And that's kind of rewritten between me and Marilyn Monroe, but a really good message there about letting go of what was, welcoming what's new. So Cancer, let go. Let go. We're going to get one healing card from Spirit to the sign of Cancer. Spirit, give me one healing oracle for the sign of Cancer from you, from your heart, Spirit. Give the sign of Cancer a message that would be healing to the soul. So we have your response to love. Cancerian, acceptance doesn't mean you're okay with the loss. Because I think Spirit thinks that you having to let this go is an acceptance of the loss of a twin flame and a soulmate. And Spirit's saying accepting that this is not working and to let it go is not you saying that it's okay. It's okay what happened. It's okay the lesson you had to learn. It's okay to be judged wrongfully. We're not saying it's okay. But acceptance just means that in time, we must accept the reality that they are no longer here in physical form. And that's what you're learning with this 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. This is the time. This is a time where you've accepted that they're always in your heart. but they're not in your home. And that is one very hard thing for Cancerian to accept, because what happens? Cancerian puts all of its treasures, most important things of life, children, family, pets, just special materialistic treasures, everything's hidden and preserved in the home, right? And so when you're losing someone, they're no longer in your home. And Spirit's saying that your response to loss is the acceptance. It's just the acceptance. It doesn't mean that you're okay. It just means that you've accepted it. And bottom of the deck, the healing energy that's coming in is loss can also be a period of growth. Today, be open to awareness of new growth and changes. Try to say yes to something that comes up next week. Such a surprise. So Spirit's going to send you something next week. I don't know what it is. It could be a date, could be a friendly visit, could be a phone call, could be a trip. I don't know what it is. Spirit's going to send you something next week, and he wants you to say yes to it as a sign of welcoming the new in. I love it. So right now, Hangman, temporarily, you're letting go and you're on your own, right? You're doing your cleaning, you're on your own, right? That's right now. You're taking a rest, taking a breather. Where is that card? From that relationship. It's not permanent. It's a resting period because something new is coming. Spirit, show me the future for Cancerian. Show me the future for the sign of Cancer. I love it. Where there's a will, there's a way. 74, make a way. Quit making excuses. There's going to be a mending of the bridges, a crossing of the bridges. In the future, there will be a way made. God will make a way. The universe will make a way. Believe in the impossible. Miracles happen. It's okay to believe in them. It's okay to keep dreaming. It's okay to think that the most impossible thing can happen. God will make a way. Okay? So don't make excuses of why this won't happen. Tell yourself there's no reason it can't happen. The last one, the bottom of the deck, is balanced. Temperance energy, Saggy energy, making sense of all that clutter. So you're going to be making sense of all of this clutter. It's going to come to you. It's going to make a lot of sense. And believe me, you're going to have peace and ultimate balance. Like the chakras, you're going to have ultimate balance and peace with everything that was, everything that is, and everything that will be. And ultimately, that's what Spirit wanted from you in the first place, is for you to just be balanced and at peace. Temperance energy, right? And what does the card Temperance stand for in the tarot? Oh, patience. Not Cancer's best trait, but certainly you have it. So patience. Patience and singleness right now, because this is all about you, self-love, and happiness. Forgiveness is in the future. And look at that, loyalty. Okay? So you're only going to be Mr. Lonely or Mrs. Lonely for a little while. Pretty soon, before you know it, you're going to be going out to dinner every night with that good-looking person, that perfect match. Pretty soon, before you know it, you're going to have that fairy tale. So keep dreaming. Nothing's wrong with dreaming. Keep dreaming, keep manifesting that, keep loving you. That's it. That's all you have on your plate today is loving you and cleaning your space. That's not a lot of homework, guys. Loving you and cleaning your space, that's your focus. No more looking back. No more looking back at that. Yep, there you go. Just keep swimming. And like I always say, remember this love, this relationship, this crazy twin flame soulmate madness, it's a journey. It's not a destination. So just keep swimming. It's like I always say, right? All right, guys. Well, that is the reading today for the sign of Cancer. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for your support on my channel and everything I do. I currently have a few open places for emergency readings due to some recent reschedules and refunds. So if you are interested, I will be selling those on Venmo for $1.99. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead. you can zip over there and save your spot. You can schedule the time and date for that emergency reading. It's somewhere between 7 to 14 days, but that is available for you. It's to give you clarity on your relationship and give you some much needed peace. So if you're looking for some of that, it's available. Also, if you're looking to sign up for my tarot class, it's going on January 1st of 2021, brand new beginning, okay? So 1-1 and then 2021, this is all new beginnings, the one energy. We're going to be going through the journey of tarot. It's a series of 6 classes over a month, and the price is $3.99. You will be getting my tarot cards with the class. It's a revised tarot cards. It's my own individual cards. You've seen them in previous videos. That's going along with the class. And you're going to get a certificate also of all the different areas you've learned through the tarot journey. The history of tarot and how to do tarot in certain placements and what they mean, the major arcana, minor arcana. You're going to get a list that you've gone through that, so you can show people you do have some experience. You will be assigned some homework, but not big ones, just you doing readings on self and others, and coming back and emailing me and showing me those things. I am going to review the emails and just see what you've learned and what you've done and see if you need any correction or anything like that. I'll also be answering questions during that class period. For that month, I'll have a specific cell phone where you can call me and ask questions about readings and messages and text, and we can communicate. I only have 44 people for that class, for the very reason that I'm going to be communicating back and forth by phone with the people in my class. So if you are interested in that, please go ahead and register today. Know that I am allowing you to make installments. So if you want to go ahead and just pay it all up front and be done with it, get it done now. But if you also can't do that, you can do installments of $99, and you can sign up today and just pay $99 and save your slot in the roster, and then just pay it by December 1st. So if you want to make sure your classes are paid by December 1st, that's fine with me. Just make sure you're on there and ready, and we'll be happy. We'll be all set. I guess that's it for my announcements. If you are interested in any of my tarot decks, those are available at jks1111.com. I have 7 of them, so you can choose there. If you want to buy them all up front, I think there is a certain price up there. You can list it, or just email me and say, Steph, I'm interested in all of them. I don't have any of them. Would you give me a deal? So I'm open to that too. So whatever you want to do, just message me through Venmo. You can donate if you appreciate my channel and you want to foster more of these readings and give more love and spread the abundance around here to all of us watching this channel and our group. Please go ahead and donate to Venmo. Okay, and you can go there. The link is below in the description area. And if you want to schedule a private reading from 5 minutes up to 45 minutes, I think is the range for privates, I do have some appointments available for December. I won't have any appointments in January, obviously, because I'll be doing a tarot class. So there'll be no personals in the month of January, but December and November are now up on the calendar. I only have a slot of a few a few readings for November and December. So if you're interested in that, you can. And that's it. Just let me know what's up with that. Everyone else, if you're still waiting on your readings, I'm catching up on that this summer. I plan on being done by November, completed with all my readings and everything, all cards sent out. That's it. For those of you still waiting on those cards, they're all coming in. I haven't gotten these yet, but all my other cards are here. So everyone that ordered those, they're all here. I'm making a phone call. I'm making another huge order, a shipment of these. So I will have everything on hand. From now on, if you want to make a future order for cards, I will be making sure I have them in stock instead of waiting on the deliveries. So that way I can just send them to you. So things will change as my channel's growing. I'm growing and maturing on how to operate all of this madness. So anyways, thank you all for your support and love. And that's it. Thank you so much. Remember, this journey is crazy, but it's a good one. So just keep swimming. Thank you so much. I love you. Have a blessed, beautiful, wonderful day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, Mika. Bye, everybody. Mwah. Bye, markers. I love you all so much. You're angels and can't imagine life without you. Bye, guys.